Hello, in this lesson, can we learn how to solve simultaneous equations where one is linear and the other one is quadratic, but now using the graphical method. In lesson 6, we said a linear equation is the one where none of the unknowns is raised to any power. So for example, in this one, y is equals to negative x plus 10, y and x are not raised to any power, so that is a linear equation. Then equation 2, which is y is equals to negative x squared plus 4x plus 10, it's quadratic because at least x is squared or x is raised to power 2, so it becomes quadratic automatically. If you don't understand the logic of linear and quadratic equations, you can review lesson 6, then come back to this lesson, we continue. So, having known that, can we solve this system of equations using the graphical method? How do we go about it? Let me show you. Let us call this linear equation, equation 1, and then this quadratic one, equation 2, like that. So the first step, I want to generate a system of coordinates for the linear equation, which I can use to plot this line in the graph. So how do I go about that? I need to create a table like this. And then I can just random guess values for x, then calculate values for y. So for example, let's say we guess x is 0. So if x is 0, then y becomes, let me do it here, y is equals to negative 0 plus 10. So it's just the same as saying 0 plus 10. Yeah. So y becomes 10. How about if I just guess x is 2? If I guess x is 2, I say y is equals to minus 2, because now x is 2 here, plus 10, which becomes minus 2 plus 10 is 8. How about if I guess x is 4? Then y becomes y is equals to minus 4, but now plus 10, which is negative 4 plus 10 is 6. And now I have three pairs of coordinates, which I can use to plot this line in the graph. But before we do that, can we also repeat the same process for this quadratic equation? So I start by saying x like this, then y. Then I need 3 points for x so that I can calculate the points for y. Let me first guess x is 0. So when x is 0 here, then it means y will be negative 0, but now squared, plus 4 into 0, then plus 10, like that, which becomes 0 squared is just 0 multiplied by negative is still 0. 0 plus 4 multiplied by 0 is 0, then plus 10. So y becomes 10, because 0 plus 0 plus 10 is 10. Then how about if I guess 5? Then what is y? Y now becomes y is equals to that negative, but now 5 squared, plus 4, and now into 5 plus 10, like that, which becomes 5 squared is 25, but now multiplied by this negative, which becomes negative 25, plus, then 4 multiplied by 5 is 20, then plus 10, like that. So this becomes minus 25 plus 20 is negative 5, then plus 10, then it becomes positive 5. So y becomes 5. How about if I guess x's? So y becomes y is equals to negative 6, but now squared, plus 4 into 6 plus 10, like that. which becomes 6 squared is 36, but now that negative, so it becomes minus 36, plus 4 by 6 is 24, and now plus 10. So 24 plus 10 is 34, then 34 minus 36 plus 24 plus 10 is 34, it becomes positive 2. So now this one becomes 2. Then I have a system of or 3 pairs of coordinates which I can use to plot this quadratic equation in the graph 2. We made a small mistake here. Negative 36 plus 34 is negative 2 and not 2. So now we have everything corrected. So can we plot these points in the Cartesian plane? So these are all the points for the straight line or the linear line, and then these are the ones for the quadratic line. So let's plot these points in the graph. Here we can start with the linear one. So you have 0, 10, 0 on the x-axis, then 10 on the y-axis, and that one is somewhere here. Then we also have 2, 8. So we have 2 and 8, which I think is somewhere here. Then we also have 4 and 6. 4 and 6 on the Cartesian plane, which becomes somewhere with here. Yes, somewhere there. So I can plot this line like this, and we have our linear line. So can we do the same for the quadratic one? So I have 0, 10 for the quadratic, 0, 10, here is somewhere here. Then I also have 5, 5, which is here, and somewhere here. And then I also have 6, negative 2, which is 6 here. But I also have a negative 2 here, somewhere here. And then I can plot the quadratic like this. So as you can see, we already have the quadratic equation plotted and the linear one plotted. And as you know, these two intersect at 2 points. So this linear line cuts the curve into points. So we need to read the points where they cut this quadratic curve. So the first point here will be at point 0 on the x, then 10 on the y. So the first solution for this becomes when x is 0, y is 10. So that's the first coordinate, 0, 10. Then the second one, this one I've just moved a bit. Shouldn't be on 5, 5, just a small error on the graph because of scaling. But when x here is 5, somewhere here, then also y is 5, somewhere here. So the second solution for this becomes when x is 5, y is also 5. So it becomes 5, 5, like that. So can you follow the same process and try to solve these two questions using the graphical method? If you are stuck anywhere, you can leave a comment on the comment section asking me any question. I will answer you, I will explain, I'll solve any question you give me. And bye for now. Let us meet in the next lesson.